Um, my first DoorDash order, that's a good question. I think it was a taco spot. And the tacos were great, of course. And then I would like to see Kyrie at a game for sure. Um, so many lessons. I think the the importance of taking responsibility for everything, and taking accountability for your own actions, which then leads you to being able to hold others accountable and how important that is to success. Can't tell somebody to do something that you're not doing yourself, so it holds you to a different standard as well. So I would say that amongst many others. A lot of rest and recovery, taking care of my body, eating right, sleeping right, and making sure I'm doing everything cold tub, hot tub, getting treatment, manual work, doing everything possible to make sure that I'm as physically ready and mentally ready as I can, be for this upcoming season, and then just stay connected with my teammates, continue to build a bond, that way on and off the court, to make that transition easier as well. Can I not live without? Um, Song I have on repeat. Hmm. Uh, Probably something on the new Coco Jones album. I don't have a specific song, but I would say that. And then three things I can't live without. Definitely my faith. My family slash friends. That's gonna count as two, and then three it'll probably be my iPad. Everything's on my iPad. My life is on my iPad. But mostly I just watch basketball, watch shows, color sometimes. Yeah, that's about it. Super surreal. I look up to so many of those women and have watched them over the past years. And then being on the court with my teammates, just enjoy being on the court together. To think about like 3 weeks ago, or I don't know if I think it was a month ago now that we were playing the national title at UConn, and now we're here in the WNBA and we're playing the first preseason game. It's just been a whirlwind. I'm so thankful for the opportunity that the Dallas Wings have given me, and the other rookies and just this new organization. So I'm definitely thankful for sure. Go ahead. Yeah, like you said, I've kind of always been finesse, weave my way through traffic, not necessarily avoiding contact, but being smart about when to take it and when to pull up. I usually don't like to over penetrate, and make things tougher at the rim. But offensively, defensively, they let more physicality go. You can get away with more. And so to know the balance of not wanting to be too physical, especially coming off of a long season, and drain my body, but also be willing to embrace the contact on both sides of the floor, and use that to your advantage. Maya, go ahead. Is it me? It's influenced me so much in life. It's just given me such a joy. Just one of the best days of my life was when the first day I was a big sister. Just being a role model, being somebody that they can look up to, just being a voice, just whenever they need me. I know how important it is to have a person you can vent to, go to for. But just for them to be able to look up to their big sister and want to fill those shoes, and it doesn't even mean basketball wise, but who I am as a person. It means everything to me, and it just makes your interactions with kids a little bit special because you know how much it can impact them. And so extremely, extremely thankful for that. Go here next.
Clearly, Paige, being new to the WBA, but when you come into an organization that has so much else about it, new between the new players, new coaches, and so much, does that, do you think, help the adjustment a little bit easier?
Yeah, I think we're all learning. As much as, yeah, we're a new rookie class. There's a lot of new in the organization, as I've talked about before. But it makes you appreciate being around each other, as we're all learning and going through the same stuff together. obviously people have different levels of experience and years behind them. But just like we talked about, we're building the foundation for what we want the Dallas Wings to look like this year and in the upcoming years. So it's really exciting to be a part of a lot of new.
So what was it like playing your first game in a Wings uniform back on a college campus?
It was crazy. There was like so many mixed vibes happening all at once. You felt like you're back at college, but then you're playing the WNBA against one of the best teams in the league with an amazing Wings team ourselves. So it was pretty surreal if I had one word to describe it. We'll go over here.
Paige, I know you're wearing the Kobe Princess right now. Is that the shoe will you be wearing Kobe's throughout this?
I would say yeah, some Kobe's, some GT cuts. I like the Devin Bookers as well. So I would say I'll switch it up a little bit. Go to Mac.
Yeah, when you were in college and school, you didn't lose a lot. And what happens with college players when they turn pros, they have to get used to, you're gonna lose some games now. Have you talked to anybody, or do you have anybody to prepare for that feeling that part of being a pro is losing games sometimes, maybe more than you're accustomed?
Yeah, I think I've come to that realization that I've been extremely blessed and fortunate to be in great situations in high school and in college. And it's different in the W. You don't see teams going undefeated. You don't see a lot of single loss seasons, which is something that the teams I've been playing on have not been accustomed to. So it's definitely going to be an adjustment. You never want to get used to losing, but you want to get used to learning from games, learning from lessons, and moving forward and taking whatever you learned from the last game, the last practice, the last whatever, to continue to make you better for the future. So, I mean, I've talked to coach about it. Both coaches, my old coach, my new coach. I have a sports psychologist that I work with that just helps you stay focused and in the present and not focus on the win and loss column, but focusing on how you can get better every single day. So just keeping that in the forefront, and just learning from things, and trying to get better from them. Go to Mike Anthony on the Zoom.
Thank you. Paige, you had this great relationship with Gino that obviously was built over 5 years. And it was professional and playful and everything in between. I know it's only been a few weeks, but how's the dynamic with Chris and Kurt unique in its own way? And, anything just stand out about the way you guys work and communicate together?
Yeah, I mean, I've learned the importance of player-coach relationship and how that is key to team success. So knowing that, coming in, want to just talk, go to his office, watch film together, text and like just be in contact about practices, about how things are going on and off the floor, just connecting that way. Like we've talked about before, Kurt's new, Coach Chris is new. There's just a lot of new, so we're all learning and getting to know each other every single day, and building that chemistry that way. But I'm the same joyful, childish, annoying, but very motivated, hungry, and humble player that I hope to continue to be. So I don't think that's changed much in the way that I build my relationships with people. And so it's just a continued thing, but just with different people, I would say. Go to Rob on the Zoom.
Thank you. Rob Johnson from the Podium Finish. Paige, as we head into the start of the WNBA season, how has it been like navigating through training camp in this preseason with your new teammates? And what are some ways, despite being a rookie, that you're looking to emerge as a leader for the team?
Yeah, it's been fun. Just people that you're learning to play with, their tendencies, what they like to do on the court, what places they like to be, where they like to catch the ball. Just a constant learning process and new offenses, a lot of new terminology, and a lot of competition. Training camp is all about fighting for spots and trying to make the team. So there's been a lot of competition in that way. And then, yeah, coming in, I know I'm young and I don't have the most experience. I don't have any experience at all in the league, but I want to use my voice, build confidence within the players that I'm playing with, challenge them, support them. And really, I want to be a leader, even though it is my rookie season, and continue to use my voice and find the best ways to do it while not overstepping. Or I just want to gain everybody's respect to the point where they respect my voice, and they know it's not personal or anything, but we're all just trying to win. And last one to Willie.
Hey, Paige, how are you? Willie Ramirez in Las Vegas with WGRamirez.com. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Last year at this time, I spoke to several rookies, including your good friend Nika. Just in terms of the rigors of someone like yourself, you've been going since October. You get to the national championship, you win it. A week later, you're at the draft. 2 weeks later, you're in training camp. Now you're playing in the preseason. You mentioned you're with a sports psychologist. How do you navigate your mental health to stay focused personally? What sort of things have you done? And how would you maybe give some advice to some younger kids? I read a study, 70% of young athletes are quitting their sport by the age of 13 because of mental health.
Yeah, mental health is extremely important. The game is much more mental than it is physical, so making sure that's right. And you're training your mind as much as you're training your body, probably even more, is extremely important. Like I've talked about before, I work with a sports psychologist, and the main things that we've taken that's really helped the mental side of the game is just running my own race, not running a race of comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. So just focusing on myself, how I can better myself, how we can better the team, and just losing myself in others. The more you care, the more you invest yourself in others, the less you think about yourself and all that you're going through. And then just staying present. You can't worry about too much about the future or the past. But if you focus on being there, in the moment and captivating that and being your best self in that moment, you can really make no mistakes, and mistakes you learn from, you don't sulk on them. And just always have fun. I think that's the main reason people play the sport that they love, is to have fun, and don't ever forget it. And life isn't perfect. The sport is definitely not perfect. But and my faith has been a huge one as well. So playing for an audience of one, not trying to appease other people and care about other people's opinions about me, but caring about the circle that I surround myself with and keeping it tight, and keeping a great faith. Paige, thank you. All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you. Thank you, guys.